Okay, so we're back now with video 10. As you can see there in the sculpt layers, I've created a new layer. I've just renamed it pinch by double clicking onto it. And you can see that I'm using the pinch brush itself. Or the pinch tool, I should say. And you can see that I've got a big enough brush size. I'm just going around. Obviously symmetry is still on there. And what I'm doing is just trying to tighten up or define the areas to be a bit more solid and angular, as opposed to looking like a sculpt pretty much. So it's trying to get the model to start to come together as a more of a hard surface model, I suppose. So it's quite a good technique for roughing out concept characters and that sort of thing. It will work perfectly for this video also. It's helping to actually straighten out these areas too. Obviously, when you're first sculpting down using the wax brush or what have you, it's a very organic way of doing it. Obviously, this can come in and you just help define the straightened out areas. You can see that it definitely works on this upper arm piece of armor there, or panel. And I don't know if I'm going to go back and just detail the lines that are over it there, but you can see that it just helps completely define them areas down and make it look a lot more mechanical as opposed to organic. So for pretty much the majority of this video, it's going to be using the pinch tool on its own separate pinch layer, so we still have a lot of control over that. We can turn the layer on or off. We can change the strength of that layer as well. So we've just it leaves us with a lot of control later on. You should be thinking about that also in your sculpts. So it's pretty much the same thing here for the majority of the video. I'm going to leave it to it and just let the video play out. If there is something that pops up that I find interesting, I will comment on it then. Okay, so along here we're just continuing on down the back of the legs and tightening up the straps there. Obviously this is quite a fast sculpt with not a lot of planning beforehand, so and obviously everything is sculpted into the same mesh, so it's not it's good for concept, and hopefully we can get a working model out of this, and if we want to push this through to topo gun later on and rig it up and that sort of thing, so it will all work fine, but you should put a bit more planning into it. So it's basically the same thing that I'm doing here, using the pinch tool and just going over the armor and that sort of thing to just defining out the areas and making it look a little less organic.